Michael, a lot of people I've heard say over the years that you're nothing but a drunk and a womanizer. I personally like that as a man myself, you know. It's not a bad thing to be. But I searched far and wide, and I finally found somebody who has something good to say about you. So much to your chagrin and our happiness, I'm turning this microphone over to John Wilkes.
Hello, Mick, and happy birthday.
Thank you, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to scratch a 3-year-old itch.
Just don't take your pants off to do it.
Yeah, you will.
I'll see you afterwards. For 3 years, I've endured chin jokes, lawyer jokes, and wife jokes, and God knows what else. But as Brother Rich has indicated, we have searched, my son, far and wide to find someone that had something good to say about Mick Meehan. We found someone, but we had to leave the States. We found his dear old mom. Yes.
A letter from home.
From home.
And you had to bribe her.
I have in my hand a letter from Mrs. Meehan.
It's Meehan. You silly son of a bitch. And he's a lawyer? You want to go to court? You want this son of a bitch to defend you? He can't even spell my friggin' name right?
Have a few more beers, Mick. Schwartz. Somebody shut him
Mick,
up.
I would ask you, please to reserve yourself during this solemn moment.
Good thing I respect my elders. The letter is dated June 5th, and I have to use my funny Irish brogue here since we're in McGuire's. June 5th, 1993. My dearest Michael.
The only thing about you, John.
Shut up.
No, I have to say that. Everything about you is phony, not just the brogue.
Get off that microphone.
I recently received a phone call from some of your friends at the bar that you own. Mix Hill 16. And I was told that they were going to honor you on the occasion of your 40th birthday. They asked me to write down a few things since I was the one who brought the man into the world who has brought so much joy to so many.
Just kidding.
I remember that you once told me that some of your employees weren't too quick upstairs, so I wrote this letter very slowly in the hopes that they can enjoy it as well. It seems like only yesterday that your father had that terrible fight with the milkman. It was then that I knew either our bill was late or another feather from the angel's wing was about to blow into our household. How was I supposed to know that the milk bill was to be paid with cash and not bartered away in services?
At least my mother was married to my father.
Shut up. Anyway, you can thank Jesus, Mary, and Joseph for the lucky stars that you were born from the milkman's loins, or you never would have been blessed with the brains that you were. I remember the night that we first brought you home from the Clare County Free Clinic. Standing at the door waiting for the new arrival were the three Weissmen. Bobby, Patty, and Tommy Weissman, with your first baby gift, a case of Heineken. You look so cute propped up next to your first green bottle. It was bigger than you were. I remember how hard you struggled to raise your lips to the bottle. I'm glad your father finally thought to knock that space between your two front teeth to prop the bottle too. fucking major itch tonight.
I to think he used to mess with your chin. Huh?
Shut up. I remember your carefree childhood when you idled away the hours with the sheep that you insisted that we get you for your 16th birthday. Hour after hour after hour after hour, you would spend with that animal. It seems like only yesterday that we looked out our window on that stormy Irish night to see you frolicking in the hillside with the sheep.
I go on, look.
In fact, it was our neighbor Peggy Noonan that said the other day that it was just yesterday that you were frolicking with the sheep. Anyway, you don't know how happy I was when you raised that fundraiser to bring the sheep with you to the States. It was a great comfort to your father and I to know you were not going alone. I was equally saddened to learn of its untimely passing from this earth due to that strange illness. However, I'm glad to hear that you're feeling much better, thank you.
Not saying much now.
He's awfully quiet, isn't he, folks? I hope that you will take time out to enjoy your birthday from your busy concert schedule. Has Jay Leno had you on the Tonight Show yet? Does his younger brother John still come to McGuire's? I'm sure if the place is good enough for the Lord Mayor Rich Nelson, it's good enough for a big Hollywood crew. Well, my son, I must be going. My hand is getting tired, and I'm sure Alan Craig wants to get on with his sound checks. And Alan, I will pay my tab afterwards. Good help is so hard to find these days.
Oh man,
Just
they got you.
Your family sends their love, and the local farmer said they're sending a copy of the most recent restraining order that they've obtained against you. Your loving mom. I would like to join with everyone else in wishing this loser, who has given me more grief than probably anyone in here, a happy 40th birthday. And the score is even.